Welcome to Canada, where we have the worst roads in the world. So before we begin, I want to apologize for the crappy-ish camera. I ordered something and it should be coming fairly soon, so fingers crossed for that. So I apologize for this sort of crappy setup for now, and hopefully you can hear me because I've been trying some stuff. I have a microphone right there if you can see that. We'll see what happens. Hopefully this comes out. I was surprised at a huge number of people who didn't actually know what it was. A sort of a modified GTI. Oh, squirrel! Dodge the squirrel. It is a modified GTI in the sense. So what that sort of means is it's a little faster. This is a 2008 R32. They only made them in 2008. I'll get into that in a little bit. Stock, it's sitting at around 246 horsepower, 230 torque, somewhere around there. But my particular one has some upgrades. My computer is telling me it's 1 o'clock. So my particular one has some upgrades on it, being the exhaust. It has a Miltech exhaust. It also has a air intake, the Evolution Motorsport intake, and a APR performance chip tune, essentially. So now it's running somewhere between 270 and maybe even up to 300, I don't really know, horsepower. That was all done with the original owner. The original owner did that. The car actually came from Texas, right? So because these weren't made for Canada. The way you have to get these here is you have to go to Texas or the States, anywhere. And they only made 5,000 of them for the States. Now, this one in particular comes from Texas. And the guy there did all the upgrades and stuff to it. So props to that guy. He drives around in a Golf R now, so cool dude. To get these here, what you had to do is you had to go to the States, buy them there, import them, and then, yeah. So that was a thing. Now you can't actually bring them in, which I'll get into. I'll get into all of that in a future video. But now you can't even bring these into Canada, so cool stuff. There was only 5,000 made for the US. I'm not sure about the UK and stuff like that, but there were only 5,000 made for the US. This one is number 827. You guys saw that in my video yesterday. So where did I get it from? I got it from a very nice man in Ontario who was selling it, and he was selling it for 17,000. I got it for 16,000, which was a pretty good deal if you ask me. It does require some work. I showed you guys that yesterday. It's mainly all cosmetic stuff like that. So that's really all there is to it. So I don't know if you guys know, but I live in this place called Canada where there's a hell of a lot of snow. Snow, bad for lowering cars. It makes it really, really difficult to get around. So no. Another reason why I'm not getting it slammed, because roads are like this. Imagine that. Bumper comes off every 2 goddamn seconds. That'd be fun. Yeah, bro, I do. I don't know what's up with the UK and all the insurance issues there, but apparently you guys were telling me to insure this car in the UK would be like £10,000, something like that. Don't you love red lights? I do. Said no one ever. It's not obviously that bad. I wouldn't pay that, but it's seriously not too bad for what it is. But yeah. So to answer your question, yes, insurance is a thing that I have. Yeah. I'm driving on the worst road in the history of roads. I'm doing 20 kilometers an hour. Holy shit. How are the roads so bad? Oh my god. I'm gonna fall out the freaking car. No. So this car, as you can probably tell by I'm not doing anything down here, it's an automatic. Why is it an automatic? Because the R32's for 2008 for the US. They were only produced in automatic, so sadly you have to kind of go with that. I'm not sure what it is in the UK, if they did anything different for the UK. I don't really know what's up with the R32's there. But at least for the US, they only produce them in automatic, so yeah, I've gotta sadly have it in automatic. But it's a DSG gearbox. I have flappy paddles, which is cool. So yeah, it's not too bad. It's really not too bad. GTI versus R32. That's going to be a future video. Wait for that. It's going to be like next week or something. We'll find out. Whenever my new camera thing gets here, I'll do that. So the thing with this car, things I need to do in the future, One, it's basically just fixing it up because it runs fine. It has the upgrades that I would already do to it on it, so I don't need to worry about that. Basically, for me, it's just going to be about fixing it up, making it look basically like it's brand new. So I have to work on the fenders. I don't know if you saw that yesterday in the video, but I have to work on that. I have to buy a whole bunch of parts, like here, that's wiggly for some reason. I already ordered that. I have to install that later. And then basically it's just fixing it up. As for Mighty Car Mods upgrades, they did do a video on how to fix up rims. There was one rim that was scratched up a little bit. So I'm gonna try my best to fix that up the way they showed it with like the putty sort of thing. So maybe I'll try that out and do a video on that depending on how well it goes. We'll see. No, it's blue. Well, if you want to give me $6,000 to buy a turbo and then another probably $6,000 to get it fitted, yes. Power up! No. Bumpy roads are bumpy. Bumpy cop. Hello? Oh, there's a lot of... Is that a cop station? Yes, it does, actually. So, hopefully I can get some more in real life videos. I'm really waiting for that camera thing, so then I don't have to use this crappy old GoPro. I can actually use my good camera, so... whenever that comes in, I will get going with some more legit videos like this. Answering your guys' questions. Like I said, I'm going to do a whole video on why I chose this over X car, because a lot of people wanted to know why I got this over this car or that car or whatever. So I will do a whole video on that when I get my new camera, and then I have some other videos planned for the future as well. Bumpy road!